Hey everyone, Shabim here and welcome back to the next episode of our New Japan Pro Wrestling Universe mode. This one is another interesting one, already 2 episodes away now from our first pay-per-view, Dominion, and tonight we'll find out the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship #1 contenders. And here is our first match of the evening. It is going to be the opportunity for Jeff Cobb to get some retribution against Brian Cage, who of course interrupted his match a couple of episodes ago against Michael Elgin. And, oh hello. I will just say I've not set this up to happen. This is happening as it is by itself. Jeff Cobb is assaulting Brian Cage from behind during the entrance. Wow, okay, I didn't set this up. I was about to say that we have made a match for Dominion. Just made things a bit more interesting. We're going to have a tag team match at Dominion, and essentially it is going to be Brian Cage and Michael Elgin teaming up against Jeff Cobb and a partner of his choosing. And just to play devil's advocate and make it worth something, the winner of that match will get a future shot at the Tag Team Championship. So, that's pretty cool. I didn't set this up, honestly. This has just happened the way it is. Jeff Cobb, I think obviously the game has seen me make Brian Cage interfere in the match, and the game has decided to get Jeff Cobb a bit of retribution. And the match does begin. It was a breakout entrance. It wasn't... I thought it might have been a like an attack before the match and the match not go ahead, but no, it was a breakout entrance. As Cage now takes Cobb up. Oh, holds in there. Both these guys incredibly strong. I really like this Brian Cage core as well. And this Jeff Cobb core is really good as well. Beautiful vertical suplex there by Cage. Jeff Cobb, though, catching a hold of Brian Cage and launches him into the belly-to-belly. And I think we're given a chance here for Brian Cage to take his jumper off. As you do. Oh, Jeff Cobb just launching Brian Cage. I mean, these two guys are not small at all, and to throw each other around the way they are is pretty impressive, really. Cage now taking Cobb up. Oh, into... Wow, it was a crossroads, really, wasn't it? Brian Cage now dropping the boot into the arm. Yes, so tonight's episode we will have a tag team #1 contendership match for the Junior Heavyweight belts. We'll see the Young Bucks take on the Best Friends. And then we'll also see in our main event the match that should have been in the previous episode, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Tomohiro Ishii. Nothing to that match really, just a bit of interest. It's cool to see some of the top wrestlers get together in a match together, isn't it, really? Nice forearm there by Brian Cage, boot in the gut of Jeff Cobb, and another forearm as well. Went for the elbow, but yeah, mate, he's ducking. You're not going to elbow him in there, are you? Right, Cage sending Cobb off the ropes. Over the top of him, ducks underneath. Nice drop kick. Really good bit of play there by Brian Cage and Jeff Cobb. Cage now drops into the pin for the one. Only a 1 count. Brian Cage really wrenching back at the neck of Jeff Cobb now. Oh, but Cobb able just to trip the leg of Brian Cage. Quite clever. Take the base away. That's how you chop down a massive redwood, is you chop it down by the base. Cobb now brings Brian Cage back up to his feet, but Cage fighting back. It's a great match, this one. Like I said, we are going to have that tag team match at our Dominion pay-per-view. To be Brian Cage and Michael Elgin versus Jeff Cobb and a partner of his choice. And like I said, the winner will get a future Tag Team Championship match against the winners of our championship match, which is either, of course, the club, the current champions, or Evil and Sonata, who've got that championship match at Dominion. As Brian Cage now takes Cobb up, looking for that gory special. Boom, drops him face first. There's the pin. 1, 2. No, it's only a 2 count. Okay. Only a 2 count. I thought that might be it, to be honest. But Brian Cage now working over the arm. Cage now just staring down at the grounded Jeff Cobb. He needs to work him over, doesn't he? Just stand there and stare at him, does he really? Cobb's back up though. Cobb now takes Cage up into huge fallaway slam, sending Cage halfway across the ring. Cobb sends Cage into the corner. Oh, Cobb fighting back with those big uppercuts. Nice running splash in the corner again. Another big elbow. And a drop kick. Cage taking Cobb down. Slowly back up to his feet. It's slowed down a bit now, the match. I think Cage is just slowly trying to finish Jeff Cobb off. Been a bit more difficult than I think he assumed it was going to be. Cobb now gets on the back of Jeff Cage. Brian Cage into that massive backdrop. Good old Jeff Cage. Cobb now wrenching back at the neck. Cage slips back up to his feet and Cobb with a boot right in the guts. And look at that launching powerbomb, that's huge. The Cage is straight back up, completely no-sells it, wow. No-selling that completely. Cage now bringing Cobb back up to his feet, there's a stiff clothesline. And another one. Another one. Into the power slam. Cage now brings Cobb back up to his feet once again. Big discus lariat. Taking the head off Jeff Cobb into the pin. 1, 2, and no again. Cobb just about kicks out. It's insanity. Brian Cage are stalking Jeff Cobb. Will we see a Steiner screwdriver? Nope. So he's going to go gory special again, although he's very, very close to the ropes this time. And he does hit that gory special. And Brian Cage into the pin for the 1, the 2. I need 2 again. Are you kidding me? What is Jeff Cobb on? How is he surviving this? Yeah. That's all I've got to say is Jeff Cobb now. Gut wrench. Deadlift suplex. But Cage is back up. This is a hell of a match between these two. We assumed it would be. Cobb now back up on his feet, gets caught with a boot in the gut once again. And Cobb slides at the back into the reverse DDT. Oh, wow, Cobb. Just tossing Brian Cage around like he weighs absolutely nothing. There's the pin. It's very, very slow for the referee to get down. And it's not enough. My God. Holy hell. This is just craziness. Brian Cage fights Cobb, now brings him back up onto his shoulders. There's an F5 by Brian Cage on Jeff Cobb into the pin. 1, 2, And 3, and finally Brian Cage does get the victory. A massive, massive, massive victory. And that is going to be huge momentum moving forward into our Dominion pay-per-view. So Jeff Cobb looked to try and get some retribution attacking Brian Cage before the match, but it's not worked out in his favour as Brian Cage does pick up the victory. So like I said before, Dominion, we will see Brian Cage and Michael Elgin, the unbreakable effing machines, taking on the team of Jeff Cobb and whoever the hell Jeff Cobb wants, essentially. So that'll be pretty interesting to see who it's going to be. But for now, Brian Cage takes massive momentum forward. And of course, Michael Elgin with a victory over Jeff Cobb a couple of episodes ago as well, of course, after the interruption by Brian Cage. And here is our second match of the evening. It is going to be that Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship #1 Contendership match as the Young Bucks take on Best Friends in a Tornado Tag Team match. And here we go. First then, we have got Best Friends, of course, representing the Chaos Stable, Trent Beretta and Chuck Taylor. Two people that are being heavily rumoured to be joining AEW today. And their opponents then representing the Elite. You have got Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. Nice little high five there by Best Friends. Even though this is a tornado match, you know. Whatever. And here we go then, underway. So Tag Team Tornado, I think that's more fun with this sort of match with the high flyers. It's a lot more action, a lot more fast pace, a lot more springboards, and looking forward to this match actually. So of course the winner of this one will take on Red Dragon at Dominion for those Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. I think we've more or less got the entire card now, which I can go through quickly now for you actually. So Red Dragon, we got 3 episodes worth of Dominion. It's going to start off with Red Dragon versus the winners of this match. Then we're going to have the Tag Team #1 Contendership match between Brian Cage and Michael Elgin, taking on Jeff Cobb and the partner of Cobb's choice. It was scheduled to be Jericho versus Zack Sabre Jr. for the United States Championship, but after what happened a couple of episodes ago, we are going to have Kenny Omega versus Juice Robinson in our next episode for a chance to join that match. That will be a triple threat. In the second part of the 3, Kushida will take on Taiji Ishimori for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. The Club will take on Evil and Sanada for the Tag Team Championships. And Finn Balor will defend his Intercontinental Championship against Tetsuya Naito. And then in the final part, Kota Ibushi will defend his Never Openweight Championship in a open challenge, as always. And then we will have our main event, Shibata versus Suzuki for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. So that is Dominion. That's coming up for you. What day is it today? It's Tuesday today, is it? No. Is it Wednesday today? No, it's Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah. Tuesday today. So that'll be next Tuesday, next Saturday, and the Tuesday after. I think we're going to do 4 pay-per-views in this one, I think. So 3 chunks like this, and then finally build up towards Shabby Kingdom. As Chuck Taylor stalking Nick Jackson, but Nick Jackson saw it come in and pops up into a Hurricane. And on the outside, you see Trent being locked into an inverted surfboard there by Matt Jackson. Tell you what, this is actually, I didn't even think about this, but this is actually a potential match we could see in AEW. I mean, obviously the Young Bucks are going to be a strong tag team in AEW, but I think Chuck Taylor and Trent Barrett will be also another very good tag team, and it's 2 tag teams that I think styles link very well for matches. Pin here then by Chuck Taylor on Nick Jackson. Only a 1 count. Trent Barrett, a nice DDT on the outside on Matt Jackson. As Nick there with the arm breaker on Chuck Taylor. Looks to follow up with a German, but Chuck manages to slide free. And I think Matt Jackson's just been busted open on the ring steps. Wow. This match is getting pretty brutal then. And there is Chuck Taylor's finisher, that is. That's the... I forgot what it's called, to be honest with you. It's the Eat Defeat, though. I know that. Gail Kim's maneuver. And that is going to be enough. And wow. Chuck Taylor and Trent Barretta are victorious Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta are going on to Dominion to take on Red Dragon. That was a quick match. I mean, compared to our first match, which was very, very long, I think that was a very quick match, actually. But it was effective, and that's what you need to do. You need to get out there, you need to win your matches. So, well done to Best Friends and to Chaos. Gives Chaos a great opportunity to get themselves a championship now. Because I don't know, Chaos has not got that much stuff going on, have they, really? I mean, LIJ have got the Tag Team and Intercontinental Championship matches. Suzuki Gun, of course, is going for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. So there's not a lot of other choices for Chaos, so they'll be happy to try and get some gold in their stable. But well done, nice. Well done, Best Friends. And here is our main event of the evening. Tomohiro Ishii takes on Shinsuke Nakamura. And here we go then, Tomohiro Ishii making his way to the ring. Not much for him so far in this universe mode, so he'll be hoping to try and push forward a bit more. Maybe get himself involved in the Intercontinental Championship, maybe the Never Openweight Championship is something he's held in the past a few times as well, so it'll be interesting to see. And here he is then, Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura, I'm going to save this for another, I'm going to do another video, hopefully today or tomorrow. But someone who I've heard rumours of may be looking to leave WWE as well. The bell goes and we are underway. Nakamura versus Ishii. Not much to this match, it literally just is a bit of momentum. And, yeah, that's about it really. Maybe a bit of showcasing what you can do. But I say both these guys need something to spark them forward a little bit. Neither currently scheduled to be on the card at Dominion. However, I feel like I might try and squeeze them in if I can, especially Nakamura. I'm a big Nakamura fan, so I'll try and squeeze him in if I can. I do have one empty match slot, so I might just like pick, I don't know, 3 or 4 big names that are not on the card and just put them in for an opportunity to see what they can do. As Nakamura now just twisting the arm of Ishii. But Ishii fighting back. And taking Nakamura down with a power slam. Big chop by Ishii, but Nakamura comes up with a chop of his own. And now a strong forearm by Ishii. Ishii drags Nakamura across and slams him face first into the turnbuckle. Over and 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 over again. So Nakamura pings straight back with Quiff. Ishii now grabs a hold of Nakamura, takes him up into a nice powerbomb. Nakamura there back up on his feet, nice arm breaker there on Ishii, but they're supposed to try to follow up. Ishii takes him down. Ishii, strong forearms. Now sends Nakamura into the corner. Big clothesline as well. Ishii another big clothesline, taking Nakamura down. Only a 2 count. Ishii now stalking Nakamura. Big boot in the gut. Followed up by his Brainbuster. Is that going to be enough? It'll be a quick match again if it is. 1, 2. Oh, Nakamura kicks out just about. Nakamura springs Ishii off the ropes, follows him in with a big knee strike. Back up to the feet once again, but Ishii fighting back with a boot in the gut and just runs through Nakamura like he's not even there, like a freight train destroying a thing. that freight trains crash into. That was a terrible analogy. Nice clothesline right in the corner again by Ishii. Now follows up with the boot in the back of the arm. And now Nakamura with a reverse exploder. And Nakamura out of nowhere just rolls Ishii up. Oh, but Ishii just pops straight out. He's got so much strength. It explodes out of that pin. Nakamura with a boot in the gut and now follows it up. Kinshasa, no! Ishii avoided it. And dropped Nakamura face first on that bottom rope. Now Ishii stalking Nakamura once again. Is he looking for it once again? He is. And there's the brainbuster. Ishii with a big brainbuster. There's the pin. 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. Tomohiro Ishii picks up the victory over Shinsuke Nakamura. That's a big one for him. A very, very big one for him. And I'll have to look at potentially pushing Ishii forward a bit more. Of course, remember, Nakamura used to lead the Chaos stable. And it looks like Nakamura is looking to fix and burn bridges here. I wonder if we can even look at this as a re-emergence of Nakamura into that Chaos stable. I mean, with Ishii, Okada, and Nakamura at the helm of that stable, it would be an incredible power force to be reckoned with. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this episode of New Japan Pro Wrestling Universe Mode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. We'll be back again on Saturday for another big episode when we've got a plan for you on Saturday. Cody Rhodes versus Marty Scurll. Finn Balor and the Club take on Naito, Evil, and Sanada. So we've got the Intercontinental Champion and the Tag Team Champions taking on the Challengers. And then we'll have Omega versus Juice for the place in that United States Championship match at Dominion. Yeah, I've been Chevy Gamer. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you very, very soon for our next episode of the New Japan Universe Mode. Bye.